Throwback gang, welcome back to a brand new episode of Elden Ring. Link to the previous episode at the top right hand of your screen. And to be honest, I don't even remember what we did. And I can't even remember. Oh yeah, I've remembered. We went and got our revenge against the grafted scion, the dude who beat us at the start of the game. Now, where we shall be going is we shall be starting at Sorcerer's Isle, if I can find it. Come on, it shouldn't be so hard for me to figure out where Site of Grace is, to be honest. Sorcerer's Isle, there we go. Yeah, so we shall be starting from this point at the Sorcerer's Isle, and then from here on in, oh thank God our game was connected to the internet, so we won't have to suffer so many drops in frames, because that tends to happen when you're not connected to the network. So yeah, from here on in we shall be headed towards the towards the, it's not the Carrion, man, I think it's the academy. Yeah, we shall be headed to the academy, to the Carrion Academy, Royal Academy. Forgive me, it's hard. The names in Elden Ring are so hard, so please forgive me. But yeah, today we shall be doing this. We shall be going to the Carrion Academy of Raya Lucaria. That's the name. We shall be headed towards the Academy of Raya Lucaria. I eventually got there. So anyway, the first thing we shall be doing in this episode is we shall be fighting another death bird. No, actually we shall be fighting two death birds. And you know me. Me and anything that is considered undead, anything that's considered an evil spirit, it has to die. So the death bird should be on top of that platform. And as you guys know, death birds are considered undead, evil spirits, and so dealing with them with a weapon that impacts holy damage is what we want to do. And anyway, you can hear the death bird theme song is already playing, and there it is. So I'm gonna just put on my bubble, escape that hit, and then wait. You guys should forgive me, it's been like 5 days since I played Elden Ring, so yeah, I'm gonna be a bit rusty, but I should get the hang of it quite soon. But yeah, so you guys remember from all the other, I wanna say 2 death birds that we've fought and beaten so far. As you guys can see, heavy attack with enchanted with holy does a shit ton of damage to these undead creatures. That status build up effect, guys remember I told you that's death, so when that bar fills up, regardless of how much health we have, we will die. So something we need to avoid letting it fill up. It won't be good for our health. Oh god, our enchantment has worn off. I'm gonna need to enchant it some more, so let me heal up and bam. I just love how well holy damage works. But yeah, so funny thing, the death birds that we've been fighting, aka the one right in front of your screens, is a baby. I have been fighting baby death birds and have been I have been pumping my chest towards how good I am performing the holy act of ridding this universe of all evil and all undead. And in reality, I have only been fighting the babies. They're not even adolescent, they're not even the grown-up death bird. So yeah, that anyway, we get the red feathered branch sword. But yeah, that makes me feel a little bit stupid, because I thought I was doing some great stuff, and it only turns out I have been beating up on the weaklings. The death birds you've seen me kill, total number right now 3, are the runt of the litter in the death bird family. And if you guys don't believe me, well, I'm about to take all of you to the grown-up death bird. Yes, there is a grown-up death bird. Its name is the Deathrite bird. Its wings are fully mature. And these things actually cast spells. You heard me right, a deathbird that casts spells. And those spells are so dangerous, they are so deadly, and I'm gonna try. I'm not even gonna push it. We're gonna go to Academy, get on, and I'm not even gonna push it. I'm not even kidding you guys. I'm not gonna push it. I'm just gonna give it one try. Because I remember I fought these deathbirds way back in my other build. Like, I was almost, I think I was, at this point I was headed towards the royal capital when I started fighting the fully grown deathbirds. They are that dangerous. So what you're gonna do is we're gonna give it one try. I'm just gonna test out my ability with this morning star. I'm gonna enchant it. Oh, my message was approved. Oh no, was appraised. Oh man, that's awesome. I have never gotten a message appraised in my life when never playing this game. And in this account, I think it was like 4 or 5 episodes ago when I left a message in front of a catacomb just warning people that, you know, undead ahead, so be careful. So whoever that was, thank you for appraising my message. Anyway, so as I was saying, we shall be going to fight a grown-up death, but I'm only gonna give it one try. But this one try is not necessary. I'm gonna do my best to kill it, but at the same time, I'm also gauging my strength to see how good or how bad I am at this point in the game. Because those Deathrite birds, man, they are something else. I'm not even gonna lie, they are something else. But yeah, I'm just gonna go see what it's all about. I'm just gonna go. It's more of a test of strength for me as much as it is me trying to kill it. But yeah, I have been previewing this battle even much more than the battle I previewed with the Crucible Knight. So I'm just gonna let you guys see the Deathrite bird for yourselves, and then you're going to realize that my holy task of getting rid of all the evil on this planet is far from over. It's far from over. In this episode, I think we shall be doing so many things, to be honest. But the episode has started off on a good note, killing a deathbird, a baby deathbird. I'm just gonna refer to them as baby deathbirds from this point onwards. I'm looking for a site of grace. There should be one around here, and I'm not even so sure. Let's try those islands. Like, there should be a site of grace somewhere around here. Ah yeah, there it is. You see, like, I was wondering, like, I was pretty sure that there was one here, and lo and behold, there actually is one. I just had my bearings a bit off, so to speak. Anyway, checking on my upgrade status. I am so far away from upgrading, so you know, gonna have to wait on that. But I'm gonna try pop these runes, these golden runes, just to see if I can make the threshold to upgrade, because I don't want to go with rune. I don't want to go and lose my runes when I'm facing the Deathrite bird, because again, it's gonna be the scariest thing you guys are ever gonna see. And I'm just gonna preface by saying, if it beats me up, just know that it's an adult one, and you have to be like a godlike level to deal with them comfortably. That's comfortably, not even if you're going to go on a death match with them, like everybody's playing on an even field. I'll have to upgrade myself to like better standards for me to deal with them. So yeah, anyway, I have previewed this matchup for way too long. It's time for me to fight a Deathrite bird. You guys can see a lot of bloodstains around, so we shouldn't be too far off from the Deathrite bird appearing right about, well, not now, but should be close by, if I can find my bearings. Ah, there he is. Deathrite bird. Look at that majestic, evil creature. Alright, honestly, look at the size of its wings, and look at the fact that it's bringing out spells to fight me. Oh boy, this is gonna be one tough match. Now, the status effect you guys can see on the screen is called Frostbite, and Frostbite doesn't sound like all that, but it is actually very dangerous. And the thing that Frostbite does is, when you get struck by Frostbite, you basically speaking, what's it called? You basically speaking get Frostbite, and you tend to take a lot of damage from that point of. Now what it's doing right now, this is called Ghost Flame, and it's trying to put in a Ghost Flame that is going to track me, and those are spirits which are also made of Ghost Flame, and every time they hit you it builds up the Frostbite. And as you guys can see, the Deathrite bird is outright insane. The adult version of death birds are not to be messed around with. So I'm gonna try, it's best for you to try and avoid its tracking Ghost Flame, and I have not been able to avoid it. Honestly speaking, I'm not even sure how you can avoid that. I mean, I guess I can try to fight it on my horse, but as I said, it was more of me testing out my current level of strength so that I can know if I can or if I cannot deal with the Deathrite bird, and at this point I cannot. So I'm not even gonna waste my time to try and fight it. I know I got it to almost half health, which means I am decent. I am not at the best level yet, but I am decent. So the rest of the gameplay, all the way until Kaled, it should be a breeze for me, to be honest, at this level. So we're just gonna go back, recollect our runes, and then we shall now simply go to the Academy of Raya Lucaria. There's really no point in me sitting down and wasting many more time. So I've put a skull marker on the map to remind me that if I come back there at night, I have a date with the Deathrite bird, and oh, it's gonna be a feisty one, I can tell you that much. Anyway, so Academy Get Down, it's basically time for us to go and invade the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Now the Academy of Raya Lucaria isn't that long, to be honest. It does house the second demigod, who's Renala, queen of the Carian queen and head of the Academy of Raya Lucaria. So she is the one that we're going to be going after essentially, and her great rune possesses the power of rebirth essentially. So but whatever it is that I'm telling you, it's best that you guys see it for yourselves. That's where you're gonna understand it much better than me having to. Oh god, that's a lobster. Yeah, we're gonna have to take a detour. Yeah, I know I'm taking a detour because I saw a lobster. Trust me, those things are dangerous. You don't want to deal with a lobster. You don't want to deal with a lobster. You guys have seen me confidently fight dragons, but if you see me changing directions because I saw a lobster, that should tell you that lobsters are freakishly dangerous. Anyway, yeah, so as I was saying, Queen Renala is the demigod of rebirth essentially. That's what the power of her great rune possesses, which means that once we get through her, we can be able to respect, and respecting means we can be able to change our attributes essentially. If we are not happy with some attributes, we can change them, but as it is right now, I don't really think like right now there is anything. I'm happy with I'm happy with where I have placed my rune upgrades to this point anyway, so I'm not overly concerned about where I have reached, to be honest. So I'm just gonna have to wait until I reach a point where I'm feeling like I made a grave error, and then that's when I'm gonna consider respecting. Now to respect, you're also gonna need the level tiers, but at this point from what's it called? Oh god, it's a bear. Speaking of bears, if you guys can remember in Limgrave when we fought that dude. We bumped him and then he turned into a bear. We beat him and then we got the level tier. And then that other lobster dude who we bumped and then turned into a grafted scion, and then after it turned into a grafted scion we beat it up and we got the level tiers. Yeah, so those level tiers are what we're gonna be using to respec. Anyway, I'm here just to pick up some golden runes so that I can use them to make some levels should need be. Why is everything in this universe disrespecting me? I'm actually getting attacked by dragonflies. Do you know how disrespectful that is? Honestly. Anyway, I'm not gonna think much about it. I'm just simply gonna keep moving forward, Let's just pick up the golden runes and then head over into the Academy of Raya Lucaria and see how much we can get done. As you guys remember when I told you that poison has so much potential, when you hear, oh man, been poisoned, but it's probably one of the most useless status build effects that I've ever seen. But yeah, now that I have everything, I'm just simply gonna walk back to the Academy Gate Town, and then we're gonna enter to we're gonna breach the gates of the Academy. Man, why is English so hard all of a sudden? Alright. I hope all this can reach the amount of runes that I need for a level upgrade. If not, then I'm just gonna have to not die, essentially. Okay, it did not, so we just have to not die. To Raya Lucaria we go. Just gonna electrify my armament as per usual, and then you're gonna make our way up towards the Academy of Raya Lucaria. So the Academy of Raya Lucaria is full of mages. Mages are your basic sorcerers. You are wizards and witches, and they use glintstone. We've faced some of them in the tunnels, and you see how annoying they are. Well, this is basically their breeding grounds. We are not gonna fight any different type of enemies that are not wizards or mages. Now, it might look idiotic what I'm doing, but you're not necessarily gonna go through the front gates over there, because going through the front gates means you're gonna get flamed. So instead, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a small detour through these rooftops. This way we can avoid the flaming dudes, and I can now begin beating up on people one after the other. Of course I can of course I can summon my demi-human bros, but I don't feel it's time for me to do that as of yet. Instead, I'm gonna get rid of these dudes, and as you guys can see, this thing that shoots out flames, it would have burnt us and done a good number on us if we came through the gate as per usual. Anyway, my demi-human bros are out. We can now proceed on forward as an army to basically bring down the Academy of Raya Lucaria. I was actually out of FP and I did not realize. Anyway, by the time we are done with the Academy of Raya Lucaria, even before we enter, I'll probably have enough to upgrade a level anyway. As you guys can see, everybody here, even people who are not wizards, have the ability to use glintstone, so it's a place you need to be really careful of. Anyway, going straight on forward through the center is suicide, so we're gonna make our way through the outskirts. Well, my demi-human bros really don't care, so more power to them. They can go through the center as much as they want. Personally, for me, I'm gonna take this back door so that I can attack them from behind. Sneaky tactics, but it's a war. I'm not here to lose the war. Plus, I'm a one-man army, so preserving myself takes precedent over anything else. As you guys can see, there's always dudes on this fire stuff, and this thing hurts. I'm not gonna lie, it hurts. So it's best that you keep yourself as safe as possible from their effects. Alright, so we're done with these guys, and then now if we came through the front door, everything here is shooting flames, including that big contraption over there. So you can just imagine how much flames you'd have to deal with. As you guys can see on the ground, it's already targeting my demi-human bros, and my demi-human bros, I mean, they are the bravest things I've ever seen, but they are also pretty dense, and they do not even understand how the concept of how fire works. Anyway, we could beat up on the thing, or we could beat up the dude who's operating it, and I missed the first time round. Oh man, this thing is tearing through my demi-human bros. It's insane. But yeah, it's better to beat up on this guy, and this guy is really beefy, as you guys can see. Like, I beat up on him and he still took it like a champ. But yeah, now you can imagine this thing pulverizing you, and you have other militiamen also pulverizing you, and at the same time you also have other militiamen shooting flames at you. It would have been really hectic to deal with, but doing it this way makes it way easier. Now I'm gonna beat up on the scrubs, and after I finish up with beating up on the scrubs, we shall finally be able to enter the Academy of Raya Lucaria, which is all I've ever wanted. Alright, so we're gonna get back on top of Torrent, and essentially speaking, what I've done is I have beaten up on the Academy's defenses, and there's basically nothing stopping me from entering the Academy. Now, if you guys can remember, the teleporter brought us here way back. I think it was even in episode 2, if I'm not wrong, where we got the map showing us where where the key would be, which was again being guarded by the Glintstone Dragon Sorag, who we beat, I wanna say, like 2 episodes ago, give or take. But yeah, so we finally breached through the walls of the Academy of Raya Lucaria. So first things first, you're gonna turn right, and you're just gonna go all the way to the end of this beautiful broken path. Yeah, the Academy is not really well maintained, to be honest. Queen Renal is not doing a good job on her post, but then again, she's also been considered as a despot queen, so what do I know? But yeah, we only come here for a golden seed. Yeah, you can imagine there's just a golden seed always way tucked away. But yeah, we get that golden seed, we jump through, and then we simply move forward, and we're gonna pick up the site of grace. Now from this point on, I'm gonna start using my jellyfish shield a bit. I'm not gonna be using it quite all the time. There is one shield that I even think it's gonna be better than it, although it gives me nothing, but the jellyfish shield is gonna come in clutch a bit from this point on. So I'm gonna it's because it can essentially take a lot of damage. I'm gonna take another rune up because I died when I was fighting the Deathrite badly. You guys saw that. And now we shall be taking this elevator to the Academy of Raya Lucaria. So I'm gonna electrify my armament, and then I'm gonna reactivate the Contagious Fury so that it can give me some more attack power. And the reason for this is I'm gonna need to block the spells with my shield, and then the Contagious Fury increases my single arm attack, so it will basically be the same as if I was doing a double attack. And as you guys can see, wizards are very, very annoying. Not gonna lie, they are so annoying. But yeah, as I said, with the Contagious Fury on, your single arm attack has the same power of a double arm attack. Not a double wielding, like, basically speaking, the way I'm holding my weapon with both hands, when I activate the Contagious Fury from the Jellyfish Shield, it basically gives you the same amount of damage. So I'm gonna do it again, and then we're gonna run straight left. We're gonna ignore everything in this room because I need to pick a site of grace that's right here in case we die. We're not planning to do a lot of dying though, so it's time for me to defend myself against these marionettes. And then from here on, I shall now run towards this other mage. I'm telling you, these dudes are so annoying. So freaking annoying. But yeah, taking them down. The thing you see on this table, that's like a precursor to what's coming ahead. There is one which we are going to be able to take, and it's going to be very important towards getting the platinum achievement. But yeah, so now that we're done with this point, I shall be moving on forward. We shall be turning to the right, and then we shall be taking this open path. Now we shall be placing our lantern on because this place is kind of dark-ish because of the fog. Now what you are seeing here are called FP zombies, and essentially what they do is they grab you like a zombie would, and the same way a zombie would grab you, start biting and eating you, these guys eat up your FP. For those who do not know, the FP is the blue bar that you can see at the top left. Right, so when they start eating off, they eat off your FP and drain it completely. So it's pretty much textbook, especially with the theme of the Academy of Raya Lucaria. It's all about sorcery, it's all about magic, it's all about all that stuff. But yeah, so I shall be appraising this guy because his message was true, and I shall be I shall be doing a lot of exploration in this area, picking up some upgrade material that we may need. Yeah, so pick that up, and then I'm gonna see if there's a path down here. There is one, so that's pretty cool. We're gonna go down here as well. And basically speaking, no, stay away. But yeah, basically speaking, all I'm doing is making sure I pick up a lot of upgrade material that I can use to make my character more better. Alright, so we're gonna have to jump, and then I'm gonna see if there's anything down here. There isn't, so I'm just gonna go up here, and then there's these soldiers, marionettes. It's always important to beat them before they malfunction. Wow, they dropped a bow for us. That's really insane. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get my bearings. So jump down, pick this up, and then now we're gonna just cross the bridge. Or maybe not. I'm just gonna see if there's anything else that I've missed. Oh yeah, the fact that there are so many of these zombies around, it means I've not even explored half of what I'm supposed to explore. Oh god. Now as you guys can see, it drained my FP and some of my health, and this is why it's best to avoid them. I mean, on their own they are really slow, but sometimes it's just best to avoid them. If you can beat them up, the better. They don't give you as much runes as you'd think, but I mean, I'm here to whoop some ass, and that's what I'm always gonna do. Anyway, demi-human bros. So we're gonna pick up this magic grease, and then I'm gonna go fight all these things. Now these dudes are guarding the way into the academy proper. So the dudes we fought at the gate were basically guarding the gate to the academy, but basically speaking, when we enter this door, we are essentially inside the academy itself. So my demi-human bros are gonna deal with that remaining zombie. It's gonna give me enough time to continue exploring this area to see if there's anything else I might get. So beat this guy up. We're gonna take this scarab and beat it up as well. Awesome stuff. So let's go pick up this remaining piece of loot down here, which is a golden rune 4, which is pretty cool. I like how my demi-human bros are always screaming their battle cries. It's gonna be a shame when I have to retire them as well, the same way I retired my good boys. I think you guys can see a pattern. Like, there's always some summons which are just, they hold a special place in my heart, and then once we reach a certain point, it's like I have to level up and get even better and stronger summons, and then I have to retire them. Like, it started with my good boys. They served me so well, and then once they reached the end of their life cycle where they wouldn't be as necessarily strong as I needed them to be, I had to replace them now with my demi-human bros. And now we are not yet close to any point where I'm gonna need to replace my demi-human bros, but it is coming in the end. Anyway, this gives us the Carian armor set, so if you want to be a magical dude who fights at the front, there's an armor set specifically for you. Personally speaking, it doesn't float my boat. I love being a confessor through and through, as you guys know. I'm just gonna go back here. This is nothing. No, there is actually. So this is why you always explore, ladies and gentlemen. You never know what you might find. Anyway, I think that's everything. So let's enter the academy and make our presence felt, because we are here to defeat the leader of the academy and queen of the royal family, Queen Renala. Yeah, so I'm just gonna take out every single remaining dude. So we're just gonna pass through as easy as you like. Just gonna want to electrify my armament first, and then I'm gonna add on my contagious fury now, because I need to block at some point, or at least I think I do. Yeah, we shall be riding those stuff, that grand lift, by the way. Alright, so this is an alabaster lord. He looks intimidating with the way he appears, but I'm gonna simply pulverize him. Yeah, he stood no chance against me. But this way we get the gravity well spell, and then we're gonna jump up here, jump through here, and then we're gonna pick up this somber smithing stone 3. Now, next up, we shall be going to jump on top of these lifts, these well lifts, and there is a lot of blood stains on the ground, as you guys can see. These things are pretty tricky. Personally speaking, I know most of the times I try, I can never get the jumping on it is one thing, getting where to, you know, jump off is another. Like, sometimes I just normally miss my point of jumping off completely, other times I don't, but for now we're gonna jump off at this point. Take this guy out. I'm gonna just run around. You guys see there's a lot of markings on the ground next to that table. You shall see why many other players have left that marking. It's probably gonna come in the next episode. If not the next episode, is definitely the episode after that. But yeah, so I'm just checking for the other golden runes that I have, and I'm gonna use this. Just taken us to 35,000, so I'm gonna use the other one as well. It's taken us to 36,000, so we are not yet quite there. When I check my status, we did around 37,300 to upgrade our levels. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go beat up on some dudes, because there are dudes that I can beat up on. So there's nothing over here. Yeah, again, as you guys can see, a lot of messages left around that table, and you guys will see why. It's a very sad ending, but I'm not gonna spoil anything more than that. So I'm gonna run up, and then I'm gonna beat up on this dude. That should give me enough to upgrade. So oh great, a golden rune 4. Now this will give us more than enough to upgrade, to be honest. So we're just gonna pop this golden rune 4 right here. No, don't wanna use that. No, don't wanna use that. Yeah, I'm gonna pop this golden rune 4. That should give us more than enough. Yeah, we have more than enough to upgrade. So I'm gonna rest, and then we're gonna level up another level. We're gonna take our strength to level 23. I'm debating on whether to upgrade my mind, but I'm also thinking like I need to get my intelligence and faith to 25 as well. And then I also want to get my mind to 25 and dexterity to 20. And then from there I'm just gonna pump vigor continuously all the way until level 60. And then once vigor is at level 60, I'm just gonna leave it there and concentrate on more on mind as well, so that I can what's it called, so that I can make myself a dual threat. Oh god, I don't know why my jump button did not register, but yeah, we're supposed to jump. I'm not so sure why it did not register, but anywho, it's nothing that I can do about it. So we're gonna just go back up, and we want to wait for one of these platforms to pass, and then we're gonna jump. Right, so we need to find a way to go down there. There is a small piece of land you can see that is making its way closer and closer towards us. I can never get the timing right, but we have so much health. I'm always willing to take a chance on when the right time to jump is. I have never figured out the right time to jump. As you can see, I always take some fall damage, because I never want to take the chance that I wait and wait and wait, and then turns out I waited too long and then I just missed the jump. So I've never gotten that timing down correctly, but it doesn't matter. And if we get the Avionet soldiers and we get the golden rune 3, I don't think I need to stay back and fight those dudes, so I'm just gonna leave. And that one goes up. I need the lift that takes me down, because as you guys can remember, like 2 or 3 episodes ago when we talked to Patches at the Scenic Isle, he told us that at the bottom of Raya Lucaria there is an Abductor Virgin which acts as a transporter, and it can take us to the foot of the Earth tree. So basically speaking, what's the point of finishing all these tasks in the game when I can simply get abducted and taken to the foot of the Earth tree, like just like that? So essentially speaking, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just simply looking for the one. I think this one is definitely going up, so the one that's going down is definitely on the other side. So let me run over to this other side and we shall be going. Okay, this dude really followed me all the way. That's dedication to your craft. I respect it. So yeah, no, this is not the way. Why am I so confused today? Yeah, definitely. So we're just gonna have to jump down, and again, I thought I killed it. Yeah, I can never get the timing. I've never gotten the timing right on these jumps. So we're just gonna have to wing it once more. So I'm gonna jump over here, and then we need to jump on the other side. Oh god, I missed. And this is what I mean, like, oh, there's the abductor virgin that we need to, we need to get abducted by, essentially speaking. Anyway, we were back at the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Now, I don't mind losing those rooms. There weren't that many to begin with, so it's really not an issue for me. Alright, so we're gonna do this once more, the same way you saw me do it. Jump down, and I missed. God damn it. I'm not having the greatest time showing you guys what I'm trying to do, but it's gonna be worth it, I promise. Plus, we all know third time's the charm. You guys know that, right? Third time's always the charm, so let's try this one more time. Anyway, let's see what we can do. I think I can jump from this point. Still lost a big chunk of my health, but it's fine. Okay, this side goes up. I don't want to go up. We need to be going down instead. So we're just gonna wait for this one that's going down, and then we're gonna jump on it. Right. Now, I did see that the other island was like right there, and I missed it. God damn it. Why am I so bad at this? Oh god, the abductor virgin, here it is. Now, I'm not gonna fight it because it needs to take us inside of itself, and then we shall appear at the artery. That's essentially how these things work. Alright, so just gonna let it do its thing. Alright. Easy enough, if I do say so myself. Alright, so if Patches was telling us the truth and his intel is correct, we should appear at the foot of the artery and we can complete this game easy peasy. Volcano Mana. Now, I am not the brightest chap in the world, but I'm pretty sure this is not where the artery is supposed to be. So we can tell just by where we've appeared that Patches is full of crap. So, personally speaking, I knew this is where I'd end up, but I did not want to spoil it for you guys. I just wanted you guys to move with the idea that Patches was telling us the truth, that getting abducted by one of these virgins will lead us to the foot of the artery. But as you guys can see, we're in literal hell. We're inside a mana which is built on top of an active volcano, and this is molten lava, and we cannot fast travel out of here, essentially speaking, until we find a site of grace and rest at it. So that's what I shall be doing. So we're gonna start moving around the volcano mana. I hope you guys are excited. Lava is dangerous, it causes damage, but it does not cause as much damage as you'd think it would, so nothing to be too concerned about. And what lava also does, it dramatically slows you down. Anyway, so jumping off required ahead, so I'm gonna press this message and then I'm gonna jump down from this point, land on the lava, and then I'm gonna heal up a bit. Then we're just gonna cross the lava. And yes, I am the world's greatest because I can walk on molten lava like it's nothing. Right, so we're gonna... I don't know why I'm fat rolling. I shouldn't be fat rolling at this point. I'm just gonna put back this shield. I think having the jellyfish shield puts me at a high equip load. But also, if you try to roll on the lava, you essentially, you know, you tend to fat roll. Anyway, you guys can see a summon icon up, but we shall not be going there, because if we go and try and pick up everything, we shall get attacked by a magma worm. And if you guys can remember again, 4 or 5 episodes ago, when we went to Kaled tunnels and we dealt with a magma worm that almost broke me. I almost broke down because there was so many runes. Ignore the snake dude. It's none of my concern at this point. But yeah, it almost broke me to the point I was like, man, what was I gonna do? So yeah, I'm not in the mood of dealing with another magma worm for a while. But yeah, we're just gonna keep on moving, jumping forward. We're gonna pick this up. It's a somber smithing stone 6. And then right there on that altar, we have a golden rune 9 that we shall also be going to get. So I'm just checking around to see if there's anything else that I should get. There is none. I'm gonna beat this dude up. I'm gonna cross these logs, pick up that golden rune 9, and then I'm just gonna figure out where the exit to in this place is. Dude, I'm trying to find my bearings. Stop attacking me. The exit should be somewhere here, if I can just get over the sea of red all around. Right, so this is not the correct way to come into the volcano mana. Essentially we're supposed to be brought here by that chick who we found at Liana of the Lakes, who gave us an invitation to the volcano mana. She's the one who's supposed to like bring us here. And so like the Abductor Virgin bringing us here, it's one way, but it's not canon, if I can put it that way. Anyway, there's that dude over there. We can't fight him if we want to. I'm just gonna electrify my armament just in case midway running past him I decide that I want to fight him. So we get another somber smithing stone 5. Anyway, so I'm just gonna run up. Okay, he's seeing me. I'm gonna try avoid him if I can. Okay. Kinda pissed off, but I'm just gonna ignore him. Okay, I can't jump. Oh god. Okay, I need time to think and find my bearings, and I can't do that with this behemoth running after me, so I'm just gonna have to cut him down. They also use a lot of ghost flames, ghost incantations and stuff, basically things to do with death. But as you guys can see, even with me not being that upgraded, I easily took him down. So now that I can think, we'd not go for the boss to this area is like right there. So, and I'm not at any point having the levels to deal with him. So we're just gonna open up this bridge, and we are gonna be able to raise up the bridge. Pretty cool cinematic, am I right? So as you guys can see, this bridge is opened. Now, there is a strat that I've seen online, and it involves running up, quick jumping, and running on top of the wall and picking that upgrade material so that you can upgrade your weapon that fast. So what you're seeing me do is basically strip down, get myself as naked as possible so that I can be at the lightest weight as possible for me to try and make this jump. I'm gonna try it like twice or thrice. If I can't, I'm just simply gonna throw myself off this ledge, go fight the mini boss of this area, and warp myself out of here. Not gonna waste so much time on it. So 3 tries max. If I don't get it, I'm just gonna leave. So I'm just gonna go up there, jump there, and then I'm gonna try run forward and jump towards the corner of that platform. So let's try it. Jump, and did not work. That's my first try. I'm gonna try 2 more times. If it doesn't, I'm just simply gonna throw myself off this pillar so that we can respawn where we started, and I'm just gonna simply run towards. I'm just simply gonna purpose to get out of here so that we can proceed on back to where we were headed. Ugh, so close. Yeah, so that I can proceed on forward to where we were headed in the Academy of Raya Lucaria, because there's so much stuff to do in the Academy of Raya Lucaria, by the way, which will make our life that much easier. So what's on top of that place is a Somber Smithing Stone 7. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. It's if I don't get it in the first 3 tries, it means I'm probably not gonna get it. I'm just gonna try one so that it doesn't seem like I did not give it my absolute best. But if I don't, okay, screw this. This is so frustrating, so very frustrating. I don't know if From Software decided to patch it, because so many people were exploiting this. Oh god, I almost jumped off. Yeah, but so many people were exploiting this hack, and maybe they decided to patch it. I don't know. You know what? Screw this thing. Screw this. I'm getting real frustrated. You can tell that I'm getting frustrated to the point that even making the first half of the jump as required is becoming problematic for me. That's how you know you're getting real frustrated. I mean, I've stripped down to my barest, and I'm still not able to get it. Oh man. Yeah, screw this. So this is where we spawned in when we died, when the Abductor Virgin took us. So I simply threw myself down the cliff. I did not see the need to show you myself jumping off the cliff. You guys have seen the animation of dying and falling enough times to know how it looks like. So I'm just gonna be re-equipping everything I had, essentially speaking. So that's my Confessor hood. This is my Confessor robe. These are my Confessor gloves, and these are my Confessor pants. Sage, Traveler, Confessor boots. Good. Now, my equipment is still looking a little thin, like I don't have everything that I need. I've not equipped everything. So I shall be putting on the talisman. So we shall be putting the axe talisman, and we shall be putting the stamina talisman as well, and then here we shall be putting my flasks. So that one has my healing flask, that has my FP, that has my wanderer's physic, and in the fourth one was always my lantern, if I can find where it is. Lantern, there we go. Right, so I think I have everything where it was. So let's get out of here. Let's just leave the volcano mana. So leaving the volcano mana will involve us fighting the mini boss of this region. So what could be the boss, you ask? So we were brought here by an abductor virgin, so it only makes sense that the boss or the mini boss that we should fight in order to leave this place should be, you guessed it, an abductor virgin. But instead of it just being one abductor virgin, we're gonna be fighting two at the same time. Now, the abductor virgins are native to the volcano mana in Mount Gelmir. They were created in this region, and they helped they helped fend off the armies of Leyndell, the royal capital. Basically speaking, the armies of the royal capital attacked volcano mana and Mount Gelmir, and the demigod, there is a demigod in this region, by the way. His name is Praetor Rykard. He's the brother to Rani the witch and General Radan, and coincidentally he's also the firstborn son to Queen Renala, who we are going after. The firstborn son of Queen Renala and Lord Radagon. Yeah, it goes in order of birth. It goes Praetor Rykard, General Radan, and then Rani the witch as the lastborn of the union of Radagon and Renala. So basically speaking, Renala's firstborn son is the ruler of Mount Gelmir and head of volcano mana. So yeah, the more you know, the more weirder it gets. But if you want, I'm actually gonna give you another weird tidbit. So Rani, the last born of that family, actually killed her body. Can you believe that? If you guys remember, when all the way in episode 1, when it showed that Godwin the Golden was... No, Rani did not kill her body. She killed her... Yeah, she killed her body. Sorry, she killed her body. But if you guys can remember in episode 1, when it showed us that Godwin the Golden, the first demigod to die, if you guys can remember that opening sequence, so Godwin the Golden and Rani died on the same night. They both died on the same night. Essentially, two demigods died on the same night. But the way death works is, when somebody dies, it's supposed to be death of both the body and the spirit, right? The body and the soul, the body and the spirit. They are supposed to die simultaneously from one being. Let me deal with these dudes first. But Rani, basically speaking, what Rani is called an Imperion. And an Imperion is born of... An Imperion is a pure blood, basically. And pure bloods always have their two fingers guiding you. You guys remember the two fingers that the round table hold, who are also guiding us towards trying to become the Elden Lord. Anyway, if we rest at that side of grace, we can basically warp out of here. But I did not get brought here by the abductor virgins and then just simply warp out of here like some coward. I'm gonna fight them and beat all of them. So yeah, back to my explanation. So Rani is an Imperial. She has her two fingers, and the two fingers cannot be disobeyed unless you make yourself an Imperial. So how was Rani going to make herself an Imperial? She found a loophole, and the loophole involved her killing her body but preserving her spirit. But as you guys as I've already explained to you guys, that's not how death works. Death works by the body and the spirit both dying. So if she could only kill her body, it would be an incomplete death. And there's no such thing as an incomplete death. It has to be both body and spirit. So how did this happen? Well, essentially speaking, when the night Godwin the Golden was killed, it's also the same night that Rani the witch died. Princess Rani, Luna Princess Rani, also died. So how they did it is they used destined death, which was only held by Maliketh, the shadow to Queen Marika. So how the plot went is half of the seal of death was carved into Rani's body, so only her body died, and the other half was carved into Godwin the Golden, and his spirit died. Again, I repeat, as an Imperial, you always have you have your two fingers guiding you, and both Rani and Godwin are Imperials, and so they are basically, it's like a blood type match. Like, I'm a blood type A and you're also a blood type A, so we match. So the plan, with the help of Marika, by the way, Marika also helped in this plan, by the way, if I did not mention that. So essentially speaking, Marika helped in a plot to kill her firstborn son, Godwin, so that she can help Rani also get rid of the influence of the two fingers. As you guys might have known, Queen Marika broke the Elden Ring because she was done being a subservient to the greater will and her two fingers herself. So she, together with Rani, this place is cracked, but we have to drop down either way. So her, together with Rani, came up with that plan, and so on that fateful night, the night of the Black Knives as it's known, Godwin had his spirit killed but his body remained alive, and Rani had her body killed but her spirit left alive. So essentially speaking, because Rani escaped her Imperial body, she was no longer she was no longer under the control of her two fingers, essentially. And the theory goes that Marika helped her because she wanted Rani. She knew that after she broke the Elden Ring, she was gonna be imprisoned, so she was gonna basically leave everything else to Rani to take over in trying to bring down the greater will, essentially. So that's why she essentially sacrificed her own son to help Rani break free of control of the greater will and her two fingers. Anyway, so that's just me trying to explain a lot about Rani, because she's going to be so important in the story. And we met her way back in episode 1 when she gave us our good boys. You know, that Snow Witch chick with 4 arms and 2 faces. That's Rani. But yeah, so as you guys can see, these are the 2 Abductor Virgins. There's the Abductor Virgin Wheel and Abductor Virgin Scythe Blade, I think. Anyway, so I'm just gonna... This fight is very annoying when you have to deal with both of them, but if you can take out one, it becomes way easier. So already taken out one, so I only have the scythe wheel left. Scythe blade, I mean swinging blade. We only have this one left, so just gonna take this one out, and then we are gonna rest at a site of grace, and then we are simply gonna leave. And as you guys can see, I'm dealing a lot of damage to them, to be honest. Now this attack is pretty dangerous, but it's also not so hard to evade, as you guys might have seen. Oh yeah, I've remembered why I went on a tangent explaining. Now I'm not gonna let it kill me. Right now I'm mashing my right and left triggers to escape. But yeah, I've remembered why I went on a tangent explaining. Basically speaking, Queen Renala and Radagon, after they married, they got those 3 kids, and Ran is one of the kids. So essentially speaking, we are going after Renala, but her firstborn son, Peter Rykard, is the Lord of Mount Gelmia and Volcano Manor, and her other son, General Radan, is basically the chieftain of Caelid, and her daughter, Queen Luna Princess Rani, is essentially dead in body but alive in spirit. And ever since we found her at the first church, we have not found her. We've not run into her ever since, but eventually we shall. Now I am done. I have beaten both what are they called, a bit and both abductor virgins. So what we have to do at this point on is to take this site of grace. We shall be resting at it, and then we shall be able to warp out. Now this is Mount Gelmir. This whole region is under the control of Praetor Rykard. Now I will say this: if I was to go around doing things in Mount Gelmir, the one thing that I cannot do is rest at a site of grace. Not even just rest, actually, just activate a site of grace in Mount Gelmir. Because if I do that, it is going to take Redmane Castle and it's gonna shift it into the Radan festival. And we shall be able to meet General Radan, but I don't want to meet General Radan as of yet because there's so much stuff that I need to do before I get to meet General Radan. So I'm gonna rest at this site of grace, at the Abductor Virgin Grace, and then now we can basically warp out of here. So I'm gonna go back to the classroom area, and then I'm gonna end this episode at that point. Yeah, so there it is. Where's the classroom? Yeah, there it is. So we're gonna warp back to this site of grace, and then this is where we're gonna end this episode. So this was fun, and in the next episode we shall be going to Caelid a bit. There's some stuff I'm gonna pick up in Caelid. I'm not gonna fight anything in Caelid. Caelid is really tough, by the way, so I'm not gonna fight anything in there. No, I think I'm gonna fight Greyol. I'm gonna show you Greyol. Greyol is a very weird dragon, but that's coming in the next episode. So yeah, we're back at the academy, and I'm gonna end this video right here. So stay safe, be smart, be kind, tell somebody you love them today. Shall catch you all in the next one. Bye guys.
Me.